You're listening to Hackneyed, a weekly podcast where my friend Skye Ferguson...
You don't fucking care. We wouldn't be doing the podcast if I was happy.
And I'm a lot. I'm very full fat, very saturation caffeinated, Get to know each other better while sharing stories and lessons learned while living in London's trendiest borough. Everyone likes us.
That's what the podcast should be called.
Hi guys, you're listening to Everyone Likes Us. I'm your co-host and rusty car enthusiast, Aidyn Gilbert. The gay couples cannot keep cannibalizing the single market. Along the way, we'll discuss our world's hottest topics, such as American politics. Are we still doing this in 2021?
Apparently.
Nope. What year is it? Wine from Lidl.
Co-op carver, £7. It's the best carver you'll ever have.
And of course, the latest chart toppers.
Whoa.
Tune in this week as Skye asks...
That ugly bitch. Absolutely not.
And I confirm... Okay, that was a good one this week. Oh, well done. No. Haven't had enough of Hackneyed Podcast yet? Well, as of episode 6, we've now gone video. Stream our gorgeous faces in crystal clear HD on YouTube and Spotify video.
Welcome back.
Everything's rolling.
Okay. Cheers, honey.
Cheers.
Cheers to us.
We have to remember things.
Oh, we were grumpy last time.
I was grumpy.
Thank you, that's what I meant.
Mm-hmm. No, genuinely, when I finished editing that app, I was like, ooh.
I was scared of you. But I just thought, that's just the peril of being so nice. That when you do have an off day, people won't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it when I have an off day. I want to be loved by people.
And you genuinely, I was going to say generally, but genuinely are.
Generally.
Oh my God, this is what I was desperate to ask you before.
Okay.
Are you excited for Monday?
Yes.
Tell them what we're doing on Monday.
On Monday, Skye Ferguson is going to pitch me at the Unhinged
Singles night.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun. I think that my deck is good.
That's what because obviously I love me.
And you love me.
And I love... She had to feed me that one, didn't she?
Come on. I have had some input from other people as well.
Should we keep it a secret who you reached out to?
I'm going to tell you because it's not named on there. So it will be more fun, I think, if you know who put it in and then you'll...
I like that.
It's basically everyone that's going to be there.
Okay.
So Andy, although Andy can't come, he's away.
Typical.
Did he tell you that?
No.
Cameron.
Cute.
Minto.
Minto's coming?
Minto's coming.
I
think so.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
And Ray.
He'd come to the bunny opening with a crisp packet.
My sister's been doing temping and she's never worked in an office. Mm-hmm. Day one, she's going to me a picture. Best free breakfast ever. I was like, whoa, that's bold. And then a few hours later, oops, turns out the secretaries weren't supposed to have breakfast. It's a whole thing.
That's bad form if the secretaries can't eat. Are we still doing this in 2021?
Apparently.
Nope. What year is it?
And I was just fully on board. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was trying to
think... you okay? Have you had a stroke since I last saw you? I was fully on board that it was 2021.
I said it with such confidence.
But yes, sorry. So yes, I'm pitching you at a singles night.
Carver.
Co-op carver, £7. It's the best carver you'll ever have.
Today I was dragged into the office to do the Seller Talk Live, which we haven't done forever, which is we live stream for an hour and we interview a TikTok seller.
Just one for a whole hour?
Yeah.
It's quite a long time.
I know.
Also, are they usually media friendly?
It swings and roundabouts. I mean, to be on TikTok Shop, you kind of have to be media friendly.
Oh, true.
Ideally,
because you're selling.
You're
through
TikToking.
Video. Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
The thing is it's the same questions every time, and it's the same answers, and I just zone out to somewhere absolutely, and I'm just yeah, and then I'm like, oh shit, they're wrapping up.
What
did we say? How do I put a button on this?
Funny. Yep.
Shall we do our little intro? A little say hi. Who are we?
Hey guys.
Not that voice.
Welcome to my channel.
No.
I don't think I know what you mean.
We always say hi. Hi, I'm Aidyn Gilbert.
Ooh, I'm not being funny. I don't think we've ever done this.
I try to make this happen every time.
Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah, we'll do an intro.
Hi, everyone.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the podcasts I know that have intros. Let me talk you through a couple of them.
Okay.
I've had it. Jennifer goes, can you do the clap? And she goes, okay, I'm going to clap. And she does her clap. And I'm like, okay, that was a good one this week. Oh, well done. No,
Where
they
are
do that.
From?
They're from Oklahoma City, which is in Oklahoma.
But so what should ours be?
I think it's every time I try and state the name of the podcast.
I interrupt.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Welcome back. I'm Aidyn Gilbert.
And I'm Skye Ferguson.
And you're listening to...
Heard it here first!
You're listening to Red Scare. You're listening to Pod Save America. And I've had it.
And I fucking had it.
I'm in a good mood. I found out I'm employed.
Thank God for that. The dinner parties are still on, girls. This is just an admin note, to be honest. I think... not trying to blame anyone else, but once we get our photos...
It's the photos. And then we have a cover image and then...
Okay, we're going to not be able to take the photos till the beginning of April, though, because I'm going to go on holiday.
No, we're taking them tonight. I'm going to take a headshot of you and I tonight after we finish rolling.
I didn't prepare for this.
It's happening.
Oh, do I look nice?
You look great. You got a nice little pink collar. It'll just be us, I just need something.
Okay, fair.
We just need something to tide us over.
We need to top up.
I mean, hey... It's not a surprise to anyone that feeling the pressures of financial insecurity has been...
Doesn't help your bandwidth.
And because I hate job hunting, I never want to do it.
No, it's the
So
worst.
I've just been like in this between a rock and a hard place. But she's in the clear, girls. She's going to be fine.
Cheers to you.
You know those stupid captions of like a photo of a girl who's going to be okay?
I don't know that, but I love it.
It's just how I felt walking to the gym this morning. I was like, this girl's going to be okay.
I feel like that when the sun comes out.
For those listeners who are now 5 months ahead hearing this for the first time and who don't live in the UK, we went through a January and February that was...
It was fog for 2 months, wasn't it?
We truly...
Like, genuinely wasn't sunny.
It was Rhea's first January in London, and she's doing the inverse, so it should be summer for her right now.
Oh, no.
And she had to ride through one of our worst. Like, so cold, so grey.
It was the grey.
The cold actually wasn't that bad. It was just...
the sun,
no
the winter
sun.
sun. No, it was awful. But, like, didn't it make the last week so good?
Oh, last week was heavenly.
I feel like everyone was just like, we're going to be fine, guys.
It really was a picture of a girl who's going to be okay.
It was that.
Guys, we've really stepped our game up with the stand-up.
Mm-hmm. I didn't get the one you did.
What, the Soho Comedy Factory?
Yeah, bastards. Tough gig to book. What can you say?
I don't want to say names, but the queer gigs are not paying attention to me. And I'm mad about it.
That's really funny.
The gay gigs won't take me.
But do you think...
Is my material not gay enough?
I don't know. I guess I'm thinking like... It's just a lot of straight men, isn't it? Everywhere. So I'm thinking like we're like the... diversity bookings. So that's how that's the only reason we're getting into the rest of them. I'm a girl and you're gay. Just a girl and a gay looking for a gig.
This is okay.
This is a point of contention.
Something I'm gonna say is, and I kind of tried to farm this out in that stand-up set we did all the way back, the first one at the Bill Murray, is like being, I mean, it's such a stupid thing to say, and it also it can sound really toxic coming from cis white gay men saying this, but like not being cool enough as a queer person can sometimes work against you. Like when I'm up in my high horse, or when I'm down in my...
Do you mean being too cool?
No, being like, I don't know, not...
Me, mommy's got your back.
Thank you, mummy. For example, living in East London, the dating scene is very dominated by gay men that look like the Throuple, right? So like...
They all look so different, to be fair.
All like handsome...
Look at him.
But like they're a little, hairy, a little scruffy, strong facial hair, cool, laid back. Like I'm a lot. I'm very full fat, very like saturation caffeinated, And there's this whole like laid back East London handlebar mustache, lots of chest hair, pot belly, but like still jacked in the upper body, like thing that I can't,
literally
that isn't
just
me.
Fit guys that aren't straight, and I just always thought that these kind of men were straight, and since I met you I realised they're all gay.
They're all gay. Yeah.
They're all fucking
They're all
gay.
Yeah. But anyways, to finish the point is I think I'm maybe just not cool enough. Or maybe truly comedy careers only takes more established gays. I think they are quite. But I'm just mad that they randomly followed Josh.
Yeah, I'm mad about that.
And like he does like a volunteer theater group like one night a week.
Please.
I am a gigging comedian.
He's a gigging comedian.
And they're around the corner from me. They're on Broadway Market. That's why it's like...
Do you know what we need to do? We need to go and fucking watch it and talk to them.
Yeah.
Do you
And
think...
I roll in there like full like... Fuck haven't you cast me? Yeah. Sorry.
And I'll be like the woman from Dance Moms.
Yeah. Abby Lee Miller.
Oh yeah, Abby Lee Miller. I was gonna say though, when you were saying about like the cool gays, whatever, we don't fucking care. Do you think that this is a real generalization, but do you feel like the other gay guys doing comedy are giving a similar vibe to you? Camp and fun. Like,
well, I don't know.
I don't know, because then that's just like me saying, why am I not, like, not as in like this, but that would just be like you being like, yeah, but do you think that's just because you're a girl? Like, I'm not really saying anything.
There is similar. I mean, the guy who did the Divine Night, his comedy style was very different than mine.
Yeah, fair.
But then at Soho
and actually, there were like quite a lot of gay guys all doing very different things.
Yeah.
And also, you're not like, I can't explain the word, but like, I feel like you're getting a persona and I'm really into it. And you're like, I'm seeing it more and more each time. And it's not like...
It's just because it's all I can do.
No, but but what I mean is like, in a good way, I feel like, this is going to sound so wanky. You're like carving your voice, like, but it's not like anything generic. Like, it's funny. I like your little dark, like,
yeah,
you're like, hey guys, but then you're like, I'm gonna murder someone.
Yeah, it's fun. My mom hated it.
Oh no, Joe is my number one fan.
It so took the wind out of my sails after we did
no, it's
like
not
temporarily.
hard, is it?
No,
doesn't it? You could just take a real.
But it's the
beating.
Parents can do that. It's that thing about the parents, isn't it? It was the day after we did the Thursday gig at Cuts.
I was on a high.
I was so too. After that, I was like, fuck yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
And then I had put the clip up on YouTube to use as like the link for applications, and I made it public by accident. And my mom still fucking follows my YouTube channel.
Oh my god, hilarious! She probably got an email.
Probably. And then I like got on the phone to them about something to be like, oh, I did a gig last night, it went really well. And my mom, like, I'm on the phone with my dad. My mom walks in, she's like, Aidyn, yeah, your performance is so great. I really didn't like. And then she just goes into like, she hated the jokes about stealing the firstborn, and she hated all the dark stuff essentially. And she's like, I just don't think it's you, Aidyn. And I was like, fucking hell.
That's so funny. But I actually feel like, well, I didn't like, there was one particular word you used and I didn't like it because I am the woke police. But other than that,
I have cut that also because it doesn't work. It isn't funny. What other quick life updates do we have? I went to Spain.
It looked big. Like, how many people were there?
27.
That's crazy.
Ree's very cute. She's got airport anxiety.
Oh, what does that mean?
Like, she has to be there super early. Like, so ahead.
Yeah.
Because everyone was like, how fucking early do you get up? And I was like, it's my wife. Happy wife, happy life. If she wants to, we go early.
So the one time I was like, do you know what? I'm just not going to go to the airport early. And I was staying in Dubai, where I'd lived for a long time. So I felt quite comfortable flying to Australia. So I just kind of left it to the last minute, got to the airport, check in for my flight to Sydney. And they're like, do you have your visa? This is so embarrassing. I said, I don't need a visa. I'm British. I know. Spot the colonialist. And they were like, yes, you do. And I was like, okay, what am I going to do? And they were like, well, you need to apply for it. And I was like, is it going to come? Like, I've got an hour. And they were just like, go and speak to the man at this desk and just see what he can do. So I was like, what am I going to do? So I go over and I'm just like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And he's just like, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna see what I can do. Let me just see what I can do. And he's like, tap, tap.
Come on, it's like, the Commonwealth.
Real
like,
serious face. And I'm like, oh,
they can make this happen.
I'm British, I didn't know. And he's like really doing all the faces. And then like 10 minutes in, he's just like, hands me the visa and smiles at me. And I'm just like, oh, I love you. And in my head later, I was just like, he knew. It's
the fucking Commonwealth. Of course they're going to let you in.
But
we let those fuckers come over and do their, I'm like yelling. We let those fuckers come over and do their fucking,
whatever.
Youth mobility visa for 3 years. They can work, play.
But it's like your ESTA. Like, you are supposed to apply for it. Like,
what is the ESTA? I never know what that is.
Oh, that's what we have to do to go to America.
Oh, that's what you have to do. Oh, yeah, of course. Hey.
But how embarrassing.
That's
I don't
so
need a
silly.
That's
a great story that you never told me.
I know. See, maybe we should continue with the pod.
For some reason, I'm really struggling cutting us in the car driving to Essex.
I think we can just ditch it. Because also, let's get real, it's 99% us bitching. You can't put any of this in.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
This is the Patreon.
And no one's going to
None of them are going to fucking pay for our Patreon.
Stoner's
No,
pay.
Julia is. Julia.
We'll buy it for her. That's for Christmas.
No, I want her money. Julia, give me your fucking £5
Got
a
a pay
month.
rise. Not much, but enough. To
She
cover
owns
her
a house.
Patreon. She does own a house.
So she can pay our Patreon. Put down the Now TV, Julia.
That's funny. Get off my Amazon Prime. Just kidding. I actually make Julia pay half. The reason that it annoyed me so much that Julia didn't pay and she used it is that she was make comments like, God, you spend money on such stupid things. I would never pay for this. And then she would use it. So that's why Julia has a direct debit to me for £4 a month. But she doesn't know it's actually gone up. So she might have to increase the direct debit.
I can't get a straight answer. What is the Amazon Prime with the ad-free video? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know. I don't pay for that.
I will.
I bet it's fucking double, pricks.
You think? Yeah, I think it's like 16.
Also, this is a bit cringe. This is ick. I sometimes give myself the ick. I pay for the cheapest level of Netflix, so I pay for Netflix with ads. I know. I feel sick. I'm embarrassed. But it doesn't affect me. Because I'm pause. I've never seen a fucking ad.
Don't they still play when you hit play eventually?
Eventually, but it means that like I've been watching for so long, I'm not getting an ad. I know. And like, I can afford it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That being, but I don't get to roll an eye because I'm still on Amelia Sheasley's mother's Netflix.
Who's Amelia Sheasley?
She was my like girl back in high school. Well, for the like last year of it.
How have you live in England? How have you got her mum's Netflix? It's
still the last place it's holding on is this TV. It's logged itself out of my phone, out of my laptop. To answer the question about Amelia Sheasley though.
Sorry.
Truly, if you didn't exist in my if she had come over to the UK, this wouldn't be happening.
Whoa. Oh well, I hope she likes recording every fucking week. And me, I've never even fucking heard of her.
You know what? I say that though. The hardest part of our creative relationship was, I think there was like a competitive thing underneath her that I think she kind of resented me sometimes for taking the reins on things. And like, we did a short film together, which I'll show you one day. 18.
See it in my eyes. I want to fucking see that.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Wait, did somebody show that?
Yeah, at a brunch. Naris did because she was mad at me.
Oh, we must hang out with her in Leighton.
We must. I'd love to.
Just keep saying.
When there's a bitch going to invite us around for dinner?
No, we need to go to the cocktail bar.
Okay, great.
It's fun.
I'll drunk drive home.
No. I'm serious.
No, I won't drunk drive home from the cocktail bar.
You'll get a fucking Uber like the rest of us.
Hey, once these TikTok invoices clear, Uber is my best friend.
Okay, I've got something fun.
So
it's upside down.
For context, listeners, this piece of paper that Skye has just picked up was
you forgot my name now. You're talking about your old fucking flame. Amelia, whatever her name is.
Amelia Perez.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay, wait. I'm about to actually pee myself.
Me too. Have you ever fallen down those stairs drunk?
Oh, not drunk. Sober.
Yeah, they're dangerous, right?
They're very slippery. Yeah, Naris once waterproofed a pair of boots. And, we keep our shoes at the bottom of the stairs. And she got it oversprayed on the bottom stairs. And I went at like 6 a.m. And then she hears... Did you
hurt yourself?
No, I was just a bit embarrassed.
It's just so funny.
She comes out and she's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. She's like, oh. And she just goes back to bed.
It was nice of her to come out.
Yeah.
I'd have pretended to be asleep, I think.
And yeah, our paths back to comedy.
Hello, we're living it.
Are there things we want to say about the return to stand-up?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's talk about it. Why not? Mm-hmm. Basically, we have done a lot of gigs, I think.
Yeah.
For a short space of time.
Skye's done more than me.
4 more, apparently. That very first one that I did.
The one at the Divine.
Which, now I look back, was such a nice gig. Like, I would love to do that gig now.
Yeah.
But I was like so in my head and I was just like, that was shit. It's not funny. I was like, I'm never fucking watching that video that Aidyn made. Mm-hmm. And then obviously I watched it on the way home and I was just like, it was fine. Mm-hmm. It was like, it was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. Julia said I was in the top 50%.
Let's unpack this.
Julia's
feedback on your stand-up.
It's not a compliment. What was your first one?
My first was Fox on the Green.
That was not you.
No.
That event was awful.
That was fucking dreadful. And
where, spoiler alert, Aidyn brought a straight man. First time in his life, only straight man he knows. Never told me. Thought he was going out with a French girl, didn't I?
Yeah.
Which is probably better for everyone because I don't like talking to straight men. So I probably...
I know, I should have gassed that one up a little bit more for you. I just never know what the situation is with Stuart, because I
Fair enough.
like, I never hang out with him. It's just because he keeps...
Was it quite random that they came?
Very.
But nice.
It is nice. Well, I think for both of us at that gig, we knew it was a tough night. And as a result, we brought a huge energy to both our sets in a really strong way.
I'm like...
Because I've said this in a voice note to you, but I want to tell you, listeners,
dear listener,
the way, like, just when Skye went up camera and performed, you just reset the vibe in such a lovely way. And we went back to a place of like, we're having fun. It's levity. It's a great story. It's funny. This person is, we felt safe in your arms. It wasn't like every other incel guy that goes up there where you're like, the fuck are they going to, how far down this rabbit hole of terror are you going to take us? How awkward are you going to make us feel when you can't find the joke, or when it doesn't land, or when you're so dysfunctional?
Horrible. Yeah. I also find it this is so boring old woman thing to say. I find it so hard to sleep afterwards.
I feel so drained. The next day, because the adrenaline spike is so crazy.
And then it's like...
I think maybe from my days of doing like real theater, I think my body is mentally preparing for like, we're going to do a theater show now.
But you're literally going...
I'm just going for 5 minutes and then down again. And so it's like all this adrenaline builds, and then it's like...
It is funny though, because I think I've said this to you before, but like, I want to get to the point where I'm confident enough that I feel present on the stage, so I can actually see and hear what's happening. Because it's getting less like that, but like, it's very much a blur when you're really scared. Like, you don't know what happened up there. But it is funny because obviously when you're up there, you're like listening for a laugh. Even if I'm really enjoying someone's 5 minutes, I'm not fucking laughing every second.
Yeah, even if you're really enjoying it.
I'm like having a laugh and then letting them tell a story and having a laugh. Well, you just, I think, I don't know, unless, maybe you never get to that point. I don't know, how present are you when you're acting? Like, you're not like there.
Well, that's the threading the needle of acting is how you have the lines memorized and the motivations behind each line, but then that you're still with the other actor doing, and then that's the controversy between like actors who feel really insulted if they're given a line reading by a director that just wants them to say it this way, and how that's like a big... Quick editor's note here. Aidyn's getting a little overwhelmed and is failing to finish the thought. So for clarity, a line reading is when a director tells an actor, or essentially mimics to an actor, the exact way they want the line to be delivered. So like, the only example that's coming to mind right now is... what's-her-face, Uma Thurman in Kill Bill, when she rolls up on the guy and she's like,
"Where's Bill? Where's Bill?
Where's Bill?" Which doesn't really feel, you can imagine Quentin Tarantino on the other side of the camera making her do that line like 50 million times and then just eventually being like, "Okay, Uma, do it this way. Where's Bill?" It's usually seen as a bit of an insult. Or... the other thing with like major stars like Eddie Murphy is never on the other side of the camera when is never acting across from the actor when they do their bits, because he's so famous he just leaves. And so like Tandy Way Newton is doing all her bits to a stand-in.
That's not okay.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Or like Johnny Depp on the set of a film and he's having all the lines fed to him through an earpiece.
But also now we're just getting into the arts, the state of the arts. But that's the thing, because it's like big names, sell productions, like it's just all bullshit, isn't it?
Yeah. I've like not done any film acting. I've only ever done stage, and you have to be on the stage. You have to be like this to like get the, to make the scene happen. And you're writing the energy of the audience and then the adrenaline and everything else. But I guess in film and television, you're doing a lot more like another take. And in fair, Oop, sorry guys, another editor's note here. Again, Aidyn's kind of failing to finish the point. So a lot of classically trained actors really struggle making that transition because they're probably used to playing for an entire auditorium instead of the very small microscopic performance that they have to do in front of the camera. As I was saying earlier, the threading the needle of acting, of what we call, I say this, I haven't acted in 1,000 years, but it's being able to, as I was trying to say earlier, thread the needle of making the scene feel alive and spontaneous, but also having the lines memorized and knowing where the scene's going, but able to keep that little spark of energy between you and the other actor. This is a lot harder to do in film and television because even if your fellow performer's on the other side of that camera, the director's going to want to have multiple takes done. It's an incredibly detail-oriented process. There's maybe going to be lighting adjustments, new setups, costume changes, which is going to slow down the process and is, to a less experienced actor, maybe going to hinder their ability to keep the magic and the reality and the truth, we love to say in acting, truth, where's the truth of the scene. It's going to be harder to hold on to that the more times you have to do it over and over again, which can lead back to our original point of the insult of line reading when a director decides that they've had enough of trying to maybe coax their actor towards the desired effect and will instead repeat the line exactly how they want it said. Then that's like the whole people who, actors who rave about directors and blah, blah, blah. And then they want to do the whole press narrative of like all the rehearsing we did before and all the Stanislavski and the Meisner and how we really got in touch with everything else.
You heard it here first, guys.
I mean, Sedona would be able to
she would know what you're talking
lean
about.
into all of this more than even I can. Yeah.
What time are we on?
Yeah, should we wrap up?
Headshot time.
Yeah, we got to do headshots.
I'm not happy.
That's fine.
You don't fucking care.
I don't give a
We wouldn't be
shit.
doing the podcast if I was happy.
We wouldn't.
With stand-up comedians.
I really, I think the networking piece is really important. Because I was also, there's this podcast I listen to, they're both creatives who are like coming up in New York City in the art scene. And they talk about, they always have, like, do like a call-in show where they have lots of people calling in for advice about the arts and like, should I do this film degree, blah, blah, blah. And we all know this, but the big reason, especially in America, maybe not so much over here, but the reason you do you go to a major film school
is to
the networking.
Meet the people.
You meet the people. You're paying the money to do that post-grad degree because you're going to meet the daughter of whatever producer or film director, and you're going to win them over. And then when you want to do your project or your thing, or you want to get cast in their thing, it's all about the networking.
See you there.
Fundamentally, people want to work with people they like more than they don't give a shit about how good you were in an audition or in an interview. If they feel, when you interview someone or someone you interview for a job, half of what they want to know is like, can I get along with you on my team?
And everyone likes us.
Everyone likes us.
That's what the podcast should be called.
Hi guys, you're listening to Everyone Likes Us.
How do we end?
We end with a little kiss.
We love you.
I always set my intentions for the podcast at the end, and they never come to fruition. Do you remember the bit I had where I wanted to do
I talked about this.
No. This was in WhatsApp, and I don't think you quite understood what I was trying to say. But
Probably not.
When we do the trailer for like season 2 of the podcast, I want it to be. It's going to be an old reference by that point, but I want it to be that like paparazzi's chasing you, and you're the woman that Tyson Fury cheated on Molly May with.
Oh, Tommy Fury. That ugly bitch. Absolutely.
Oh, do we know who she is? I
not.
thought she was still.
This girl came out and she was like, I'm the other woman. And
We believe her?
This is the thing. She's quite unattractive. So everyone was immediately like, shut up. You're just doing this for attention. And I just thought if she was conventionally hot, no one would say that.
I don't think he's that hot.
No, he's not that hot.
He's not even got that great
Is
of a body.
she that hot?
What, Molly May?
Yeah.
Not really. She's like cute.
The baby's cute. But obviously the layer of problematicness is that I thought you wanted me to be the ugly girl.
I had no idea that we knew that there was any lead on who the girl was.
You
I
need
thought
to watch TikToks. But I just want to go back and say that I said to he made fun of her boyfriend, well, it's not her boyfriend, but whatever, for doing bowling. And I said that I think it actually takes a lot of confidence to really own a geeky hobby.
Not since like the Judd Apatowization of soft straight men. They're all into their weird nerdy Star Wars. They all celebrate that. What did Sedona say about you coming to dinner on Friday?
So I called her on the way. Obviously, like, you have the people that you call on the way to the station just to pass the time, and they know that you are doing that. She's like, oh, what you doing for that? I was like, oh, I'm just going for dinner at Aidyn's. Oh my God, Aidyn, this, Aidyn, that. Didn't you see him last night? God, you and Aidyn. But she did say it in that exact tone.
Yeah. I love Sedona.
She's a funny girl. I would like her to do stand-up with us.
But
she doesn't like it.
Well, I mean, fair enough, but she's
But
magnetic.
If God gave you the gift.
Honey, she's magnetic. She is a dynamic diva.
But also, imagine, she comes on the scene. She's younger. She's hotter. She's
That's
taking over the
trouble for
world.
you,
That's real trouble for me.
You might need to tell her to
Jack it in.
stand down. Yeah.
So yeah, Sedona. She said we are spending too much time together.
Well, Sedona, just
come and join us.
to be invited to dinner. It's not that hard. All right, we're wrapping up, guys. This has been a great.
We love you. Thank you for listening.
Love you. Thank you for listening.
Hopefully,
Ollie, Jack, and Frankie.
We didn't even talk about you, but we think you're great.
We really love you.
We did you to death before we started recording.
Yeah, with Ree.
How could three such wonderful people even exist, let alone be together?
This is my problem. The gay couples cannot keep cannibalizing the single market. No. What's left for me? Unless a couple wants to come throuple me.
I don't want to share you with one person, let alone two.
I know.
The truth comes out. Me, you, and Ree, we're a throuple.
We are. Okay, that's the plan, guys. Love ya. Bye-bye.